Shalom, shalom, shalom. Peace. What's happening, y'all? It's Hump Day. It's your brother Amath IQAhmath, first name. IQ is all the same. It's DSTM. Don't shoot the messenger. Episode 128. All praise, honor, and glory to the Most High. Why Yahweh Shai? That's all praises in the name of the Most High, Yahweh. In the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. He who saves, and He who saves Israel, and Israel alone. All right. Um, like I said, man, it's Hump Day. I'm gonna go ahead and run through some of these articles, man. Some wild stuff going down, y'all. Wild stuff going down. Got a few things, man. I want to run across the table with y'all today. You got the Parkland shooter, Robert Crimo. You know he dressed in drag when he went out and did the shooting. So is he now classified as a um mass shooting, cross-dressing, tranny, drag queen? I mean, what? Why are they not promoting that? I mean, where's the LGBTQ at HIV community denouncing this? Yeah, so he dressed in drag, man, when he did that. Amongst other things, there's a lot of suspicious activity that surrounds that whole scenario. As we know, um, all kind of clues on Scooby snacks was left all over the place, but you know, the police decided not to do or move on many of the hints before the shooting happened. We'll get into that a little taste. We'll get into that a little taste. You got protests in Ghana. Big protests going on in Ghana, man. Economic hardship, poverty, famine are hitting the people out there heavy, in regards to the inflation rates, the food shortages, so forth and so on. It's getting difficult to live out there. Getting real difficult to live out there, man. We got some more carnage from July 4th. We're not done. We're not done. So clearly, as I stated, the Friday Night Lights, I think that was episode 126, that the bodies was going to be dropping and just wait for the count. I said, I'm going to wait till after the 4th. We'll count them up. So I want to add to that list. Also got a story about supermarkets now are putting locks on cheese. They, lock up certain things of value. They want to make sure that the thieves don't get certain things that's of value. Shortages, things that may, be going up in expense. Yeah, there's certain supermarkets that are locking down their cheese now. Just only going to show you how bad it's going to get as we continue into this incoming famine. And then the last thing I want to cover is Bill Gates' daughter got that fever, man. She got that jungle fever. She done left the palace, man, with a mandingo. She want a little. She got a brother now, so that's burning up. Bill Gates, man. So we're gonna look into all of that, man. All praise, honor, glory to the Most High, man. Hopefully everybody is well today. If you have not yet, you know what I'm about to say. If you haven't done it yet, do what? Wipe your feet. You already know. Wipe them feet on the mat, y'all. Do me that favor, man. Hit the like button. Let's get the algorithms kicking. Let's make sure other people are notified, because YouTube will definitely not. They won't do the job for us. We got to do it ourselves, man. Manual labor. Who's scared to roll up their sleeves? All you got to do is roll up your sleeves by hitting that like button, man. Thumbs up. All right, let's get to it then. Let's look. Oh, and I got another video. I know it's not Friday Night Lights, man, but we got to touch on it. I'm sure some of y'all may have seen it. An embarrassment for the Israelite woman, for the Israelite nation, and I'm going to say it, the LGBTQ HIV community. You got another L to hold. Tierra Mack, who's running for office in Rhode Island, decides that her campaign is going to be twerking. Yeah, that's right. We're going to look at all of that, man. Let's get to it, though. As we talk about the body count, man, let's look at this. Very funny. See, keep playing if you want to. Now, this is a little Edomite family of what it appears. On their 4th, look what they did. Slocky, let me get past this ad. One more. I'm sure.
There are 4 tools. On their own, they're dangerous.
All right. There they go. They want to play around, huh? You want to tempt the Lord? Okay. Uh-oh.
Who did that? You gotta put it in the shoe.
See, that's what happens when you tempt the Lord. That's what happens when you run around and you want to keep on going out there playing around in your folly. See, so boom. They thought Ukraine and Russia, the war hit right there. But no. That was them playing around with fireworks and got all kind of damage done to the homes, probably bodily injury or whatnot. But just goes to show you, man, that wasn't our people. However, our people definitely do get caught up in the same type of madness, and we go to the extremes of actually slaughtering and killing each other out here in these streets. Let's see something else. What happened here? Oh, I held my son's broken skull and brain in my hands last night. Devastated Indiana mother reveals her son 11 died while playing with fireworks over 4th of July. Oh, isn't that a nice way to be patriotic? Isn't that a nice way to bring in the patriotic spirit of July 2022? July 4th, 2022, man. In the spirit of 1776, man. Let some blood spill. Huh? I mean, Civil War, right? Unbelievable. She held her son's broken skull and brain in her hands last night, man. Well, listen, you reap what you sow. I mean, 11 playing with dangerous fireworks, huh? Okay. Cameron Ray McMichael, 11, died after an Indiana 4th of July weekend celebration turned south on Sunday. The boy died on the way to a local hospital after officers received a call about a seriously injured child around 9:40 p.m. His mother, Kira Lynn McMichael, shared her grief on Facebook, saying he is not okay. I'll never see my son again over a effing firework. Don't ever think it can't happen to yours. Oh, I guarantee you she didn't think it was that big a deal. Oh, it's just an effing firework. Let him go ahead and play. Oh, now it's not so funny anymore, huh? Now it's not so cool, huh? Most High's tapping these heathens on the ass, man. You Jakes better pick up on the message. You Negroes and Hispanics, man, pick up on the message. He's laying out the heathen for you. They being examples of the stay away from the folly. But you don't want to listen. You don't want to listen. Look at this. At least 13 people shot across NYC during a bloody stretch on Independence Day. Oh, more bodies dropping, huh? In New York now, 13. One person was killed and at least 12 others were injured in a spat of shootings across New York City during a bloody 9-hour period on Independence Day, police said. Only the borough of Staten Island was spared from the stretch of violence that began around 3:10 p.m. in Queens when a gunman opened fire at a man in his 30s. The victim was found in the middle of the street in Cambria Heights with a gunshot wound to his hip. He was rushed to the Long Island Jewish Hospital in critical but stable condition. Okay. So, NYC's going at it. And you know what's so interesting about that? They've got there's a mass exodus of New York police officers retiring and quitting. Look at this. They're quitting, they're retiring, they're getting out the game. I don't know why this is kind of taking a minute to pull up, but let's look at this one then. Fox 5, maybe that'll come up faster. Okay. Stampede of New York officers are retiring. Exodus from the New York Police Department rank. See, this is how they're gonna, continually open up America for civil war, ultimate collapse. With the food shortages, man, the famines and everything else, man. Everybody strapped up. We're looking at dangerous times right now. Mental health is out of control. Everybody's on drugs. And the cops is like, we've had enough. We're out of here. We've always said, man, when the ish hits the fan, the police is not going to be there to protect you. The government's not. They're going to go help and protect themselves. I was there as a young teen in the 92 riots here in LA. The Rodney King thing. Remember that? I was out here in the streets acting a damn fool, trying to come up. It was I got to be honest, it was one of the most incredible times in my life, beautiful times in my life. Why do I say beautiful? Because it brought a unification in this city that we had not seen. You know, most of us coming from the ghettos in the cities, either affiliated with gangs or full-time gang banging or whatever the case may be. At that particular point in time, man, it was nothing but love and peace in the streets, man. Black and brown unity was off the charts. The peace treaty went down. You know, it started in Watts. It accelerated over into different areas of LA. LA was over pretty, you know, in LA it was over pretty quick. But Watts, I think, you know, they carried on for about a good year or so before that whole thing got corrupted again. But I say that to say that there was so much looting and turmoil and tumults going on in the streets, man. The police was just leaving and letting everybody do whatever they wanted to, man. They was trying to get the hell out of there so they can get home to their families. They was trying to get the hell out of every Jake's way so that they didn't get caught up and stomped out or shot or beat down in these streets. So now we're seeing that the pressure is on in New York. So I'm not surprised that we're seeing a mass exodus of these officers running up out of there in the midst of the highest crime rates that they have going on right now. Murder rates have already excelled past where they're at, what the totals were last year. I mean, the scamming and the robbing and everything else, man. At a time when New York would need more, quote unquote, policing, more protections for the people and the citizens and, you know, the civilians, the police is like, the hell with that. So we're going to see the ultimate collapsing of New York pretty soon, man. Jay's going to start acting a damn fool because they're going to say, hey, it's a shortage of police, detectives, and everything else, man. So, you know, when they get down with these murders or whatnot, there's a shortage of detectives that can't go back and, you know, start solving some of these crimes. You already see in Chicago, we've already covered that they have a no pursuit rule. Jay can go out there and do some damn crimes and break out, and the police cannot chase you. So if anybody is questioning whether or not there will be an organized collapse of America, right, in order to bring a NWO, you know what that is. You got to be out your damn mind. We're talking about order out of chaos. You understand? There has to be chaos, and it's ordered. It's all programmable. It's all figured out. It's all planned. Chaos has to erupt so that they can bring in a NWO, a new order for the world. I mean, some of these maniacs is out there already being quoted as calling it a liberal world order, and we know the liberals is ran by the Democrats, right? But it's beyond politics, man, because you got high witches and high elite warlocks, man, that's running the whole show, ready to hand everything up. I mean, they just feeding the beast system, man. Inspired and controlled by Satan, man. They're bowing on every knee, serving the evils. So let's look at this real quick, man. NYPD is seeing a major exodus of officers as 523 members left the force in June alone. 123 of those officers resigned, the most resignations the NYPD has seen in a single month in at least a decade. So far this year, 2,119 police officers have left the NYPD, with 1,472 retiring and 647 resigning. 2020's numbers represent a 38% increase over the previous record of 1,535 for the first 6 months of 2020, according to the New York Post. Now, you know, the first 6 months, this was all because of the DVOC 91. Look at it. The exodus has become a stampede. We're not only losing experienced veterans, we're also losing cops in the prime of their careers who are taking their talents elsewhere. Police Benevolent Association President Patrick Lynch told the New York Post. So in the midst of all of this going down, let's get this back over here. In the midst of this happening, right? Look at this. NYC gun violence continues with 9 more shot after a bloody July 4th weekend. 9 more. And I'm just reading about the 13. And the cops are saying we're out of here. So the organized collapse of New York, man, and you know how it goes. Everything starts in the east, sets in the west. So as things progress in New York, as far as, or digress, I should say, I guess that's a little bit more suitable. Digress over there, and you paying an arm and a leg and probably one eye just to live in New York with the damn rats and everything else. Shout out to my brothers and sisters out there in New York, but I'm not ishing on your city, but you know, some of y'all saying, hell yeah, man, New York, this shit is out of control living out here. I'm talking about just the cost of living and all that, man. For what you're getting back, unbelievable. And be it far from me to talk about it, I'm in LA. And you know how it's just as bad. Just as bad, and we're talking about cost of living and what you're getting back out the deal, man. It's all trash. It's all trash, all right? But we're seeing here, man, the organized collapse of what's happening out here in these streets, man. Let's look at this real quick. I want y'all to look at this too. You know, let me get the scripture in 2nd Ezra's 9th chapter. You know, because this is important, because we've covered and talked about, you know, the food shortages ad nauseum, man. I don't know nobody who's not dealing in current affairs and current events and prophecy that hasn't spoken on the issues. It's hard to ignore. You understand what I'm saying? It's hard to ignore the food shortages, the price increases, the gas, the fertilizer, you know, the grain shortages, man. You know, and after this, we're gonna look into what the supermarkets is doing, man. And that's just cheese, man. There's other stores that's locking down and putting up security barriers over meats and all different kind of stuff. You know, you gotta ask somebody to come. You know, they got like the liquor cabinet at a grocery store. It's going there, where you have to get an employee with the key to unlock certain goods that you're gonna need. Okay, but check this out. 2nd Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So we're talking about the revision of the world, the revisitation of the Most High through Yahushua to begin to visit the world which he made, right? So we're going to see many things occur, and it's all leading up to the second coming of Mashiach Yahushua, the destruction of this place and the deliverance of the children of Israel. Verse 3, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. Well, we just had that earthquake in Afghanistan, right? 1,000 people died in that. I mean, and I showed y'all in that same day, just looking at the earthquake tracker and how the seismographs is working throughout the world, man. It's earthquakes happening all the time, everywhere in the world. And now we're talking about uproars of the people. Well, look at this. Police dispersed protests over economic hardship in Ghana. You know, I remember 2 years ago, there's a lot of Jakes, you know, even in the Israelite community and just in the quote unquote conscious sphere. Oh, the year of return. You know, pack up. Ghana's giving everybody free land. Oh, it's popping out there in Ghana, man. You're going to get paid. You're going to buy this land and reinvest and build a home and everything's going to be great, man. A year return. You niggas go back home. Remember that? And now look what's going on. And shout out to my brothers out there in Ghana, man. I got brothers out there. And I'm not talking about them. They're from there. They live there. They're Israelite men and their wives building and doing what they need to do out there. However, times is hard. Matter of fact, one of the brothers hit me up earlier this week. Or was it last week? Either way, I'm just thinking out loud. But police dispersed protests over economic hardship in Ghana. Accra, right? Police clashed with hundreds of demonstrators in Ghana's capital, Accra, on Tuesday, protesting against fuel price hikes, attacks on electronic payments, and other levies as the country grapples with spiraling inflation and economic downturn, not upturn. See, a lot of our brothers and sisters, man, they got duped, man. They bought the hype. A lot of Jakes, man, sold everything, man, packed up, moved on out there. I'm sure there's some trying to find their way back. It sounded good. You know, the year return, man, come on home. You know, Ghana was embracing you. You heard some of the chiefs apologizing for their role in slavery. But the one thing is this, man. Doesn't matter where you go. Doesn't matter where you run to. You understand? Deuteronomy 28:15 says, "But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee." It's wherever we're at, the curses will follow. If we're not moving in the spirit of these commandments, man, there's no rest haven. There's no damn heaven on earth in Valhalla that you Jakes is going to find going to Ghana, going to Tanzania, going to wherever. You can go to Tahiti. I mean, the Lord said that there's going to be issues for our people, man, until we get delivered up out of here. Okay. There's going to be issues until we get delivered. All right. So going back over here, man, and I had a couple videos, man, they had on Twitter, man. They over there really turning up. They pulling out the damn Humvee vehicles, man, pulling out, the police is out there pulling out on the people. It's all bad out there. Inflation and economic downturn. So they're getting hit. And remember I said, when you're looking at everything that's collapsing around America, and we're just getting the surface level hits of what's happening globally in third world countries and in lesser known countries with lower economic standards. So if America and the Great Horror, man, is one of the responsible parties for these collapses going on, and ultimately the so-called white man, he's not going to be the one to get hit first. All the third world, they're going to get hit first. And then it's going to ultimately spiral back over this way. So fuel prices, taxes on electronic payments. And you know that this is the wave that they want everything to go anyway. So they're probably even making it impossible to pay any other way outside of digitally, because that's the only way that they can track. That's the only way that they can reward. That's the only way that they can penalize. That's the only way that they can make sure that you are in digital bondage is through the electronic system of payment. That's why they're making all of these apps, and we're all entranced in this damn web, entrapped in the web, I should say. From the Cash Apps to the Venmos to the Zells to your Apple Pay, your Apple Watch, all that other stuff. I mean, everything is already being digitized and it's being advertised as convenience. But like I was telling brothers earlier today, hey, the builder of the house always has the master key. You can move in, get comfortable, love how you living, but at any particular point in time, man, the builder of the house can open up the damn door and come in and take what he wants. And you sit back and say, "Hey, what are you doing? It's my house." You're gonna say, "Hell no. I'm the ultimate owner and builder, man. I always need to have access to my creation." Metaphorically, that's kind of how things work when it comes down to this technology, man. Everything that glitters ain't gold. I mean, they give and present all of these particular things, but he's always got back doors that he can come in and swipe up. And that's just a whole nother thing. We ain't even talking about the social credit scores. We ain't even talking about a lot of the credit card companies now are co-opting into some of the reward programs when it comes down to the electronic payments. You know, I'm going off on a whole nother tangent in regards to that. It's so deep. You know, you think them reward cards that you get from the grocery store, from your favorite farm, you know, CVS, Walgreens, when you go into Target and all these other stores, and they ask, "Oh, you want to be a Target member? You want a gift? You want the Target card? Oh, you're going to get discounts and everything else." Those are all just tracking systems to focus in on your buying, your spending habits, how much you're spending, what are you doing, when and if you take advantage of specials. You know what I'm saying? Then they get you access to your emails and they're tapping into everything. I mean, the thing goes deep, man. The thing goes deep. Okay. But we're seeing here how these particular systems are being used to oppress the people in Ghana right now. So they're getting taxed on trying to survive by making payments. They already can't deal with the inflation. They can't deal with the gas prices, right? Ghanaians in recent months have been feeling the pinch of record inflation and the fallout of the Ukraine war amid cuts in government spending to avoid a full-blown debt crisis. Full-blown. See, that wasn't a place to go to try to sit back and say, you know what, I'm gonna start over, man. Life is great over there. Yeah, once they got the DVOC 91 out, lockdown, shut down everything. Now they collapsed everything. You follow? This is how this whole thing plays out. A lot of people got sold a dream, man. And before you know it, it's all bad. Hundreds on Tuesday joined an authorized two-day protest led by local lobby group Arise Ghana to denounce economic hardship. Social media and Ghana news agency footage showed. Police responded with tear gas, rubber bullets, and hot water when the crowd veered off the proposed route. Senior Arise Ghana member Sammy Giyamfi told Reuters by telephone, saying it was different to a previously agreed route. Okay, so they're saying that people walked off the beaten path, so they got with the rubber bullets, hot water, and mason and everything else. You understand? And now check this out. You know, in prime fashion, you know, there's a lot of our people in Ghana. Well, speaking of our people, I'm talking about the Israelites. Let me see. Look at it. Ghana wants to go to the IMF. That's a death sentence. When you go to this International Monetary Fund, you become a debt slave forever to the so-called white man. Before you know it, they're going to have white men running as prime ministers and presidents in Ghana. You know what I'm saying? They already speaking English and already got everything lined up to be fully colonized. But if the IMF gets involved, it's trouble. It's problems. Or they'll just have some Uncle Tom over there, man, running things. From Algeria to Zimbabwe and countries in between, a weekly roundup of essential news and analysis from Africa delivered on Wednesday. Ghana goes to the IMF after promising to prosper without international aid. Nana Akufo-Addo's government is seeking international financial assistance to address an economic crisis. That's bad news. If they go to the IMF, IMF is going to lock that whole place down, man. White man's going to say, you owe me. See? And there's protests going on all over. See, the highlights this week, West African leaders lift sanctions on Mali. Protesters storm a legislative building in Libya. And Sierra Leone moves to decriminalize abortion. Look at that, following along with good old America. See? So they're already trying to get to, they want the white man to bail them out. White Zaddy got to come to the rescue. So we'll keep our eye on what's happening in Ghana, man. Uproars of the people is happening. Best believe that. Okay. This is what I was mentioning earlier. Supermarkets are putting security tags on cheese blocks as stores tackle shoplifting amid soaring food costs. So we know people out there trying to survive, ramshacking stores, man, smashing and grabbing. Security tags are being put on cheese now. I believe this is happening over in the UK right now, but you know it's going to happen all over the place. Supermarkets have been spotted adding security tags to basic food items like cheese as the cost of living crisis sees pricing spiraling. Britons took to social media to share pictures of tags more commonly used on bottles of alcohol attached to $3.99 blocks of Aldi cheddar. Security warnings were also seen on I guess that's $8 euro lamb chops in a co-op store in Wolverhampton. Amid the cost of living crisis, and supermarkets have also been putting tags on baby milk cartons. It comes as Britain's largest dairy producer has warned grocery prices will continue to rise after customers saw Lure Park butter selling for more than €9 a pack. €9 a pack for some butter. And you know that the euro is $1. The US is 2 cents more. So figure legitimately $9 for some butter. Did you hear that? $9 for some butter in the UK. $8 a pound lamb chops. Huh? One social media user posted a photograph of a 1 keg tub selling for $9.35, and Ocado is selling it in this size for $9, while Sainsbury online and in-store is 750-gallon tub for a gram tub for $7.25. I mean, look at this. They got the meat locked up. That's the lamb. Just been around Morrison. Security tags and loads of things. A sign of the times, I guess. See these things on here? Those are the security tags. This is on gummy vitamins. So you can't walk out before that damn alarm goes off. So measures are being taken to make sure that these food prices stay where they at, man, and people suffer. Okay. Let me close that one out. Covered that one. Look at this guy, man. If y'all remember, I did a couple of side-by-side pics of a couple of these quote-unquote mass shooters and how they all be bugging their eyes out, looking crazy. I mean, this dude right here was mentally ill. The police knew about him. He had social media posts that he was going to kill everybody. When they found out, they took his knives from him. And his goofy ass parents figured the best thing to do is double down and help him go buy an AR. After the police already said, man, your kid's got mental issues. He's threatening to kill everybody. We need to take any weapons that he has. The parents, why are they not up on charges for helping facilitate him buying these weapons? And he's supposed to be some rapper. Look at this. Still in disguise, Robert E. Crimo, whatever, wore women's clothes a year before fleeing Highland Park shooting disguised in a wig, his uncle says. The alleged Highland Park mass shooter wore women's clothes at least once in the past, before it emerged that he fled the July 4th massacre wearing a wig. So he's cross-dressing, man. He's out here living like a damn drag queen tranny, right? But you don't hear them denouncing anything. All they keep talking about is the guns. And why don't you, denounce the mental health lunatics that's running around here cross-dressing? The mentally ill that's out here saying that they're a man, meanwhile they're full-blown woman with ovaries, a vagina, and everything. That's not mentally ill? I mean, come on. Look at this. Paul Crimo recalled seeing his nephew, Robert E. Crimo III, dressed in girls' clothing about a year before the 22-year-old allegedly fired 70 shots into a crowded parade, but he didn't understand why. Look at this. Now, you could tell that this is a damn Photoshop picture, just how it's imposed. This is not him in this cell. It's a fake picture, and they got him holding a Bible. Now, whether he did that himself, I don't know. But you know how it goes when you're dealing with any devout believers in that word. They're going to be using any type of ammunition that they can to make you and me a danger because you hold this book in your hands. Bugged out eyes. He's not even looking at the damn Bible. I mean, this has got to be a fake superimposed green screen picture or something, They ain't got no pictures of him in his cell yet. He must have did this himself. I'm gonna assume that. Here you go. Trying to look like a damn broad, man. I'm shocked. There's too much in the process. Paul said from his car hours after the merge that a seventh victim has died as a result of the Independence Day shooting in Illinois. There was no warning signs. Nothing that I saw, really. That's a damn lie. Because let me just see if it's in this one. I got another article that talked about some of the warning signs that they had from him. From everything from Facebook posts. He had been known to the police. They already had stripped him of a knife collection and stuff that he had. He made threats about killing everybody earlier. Let me see. Look at me. They said he was involved with Antifa, as they were running around protesting and smashing and doing their all kind of folly. This looked like he was getting ready to go out there and do some dirt. I'm trying to see. No, it might have been another article. You know what? I'm talking all about him. I need to prove it. See, the uncle just said there was no warning signs, huh? That's how you know, man, the damn white man lying again. Highland Park parade shooting suspect Robert Crimo threatened to kill his family in 2019. No warning signs, huh? The suspected Highland Park mass shooter once tried to commit suicide. That automatically should tell you something. Then threatened to kill everyone in his home while hoarding a huge stash of knives months later, yet was still able to legally buy rifles and pistols afterwards, officials acknowledged Tuesday. Authorities revealed that Robert E. Bobby Crimo III, 21, had legally purchased at least 5 firearms, including an AR-15 style rifle he allegedly used in Monday's massacre after his 2 troubling interactions with law enforcement in 2019. So they knew. And his parents helped him get the damn AR. Officials said cops were called to Crimo's home in April 2019 after receiving a report that he had attempted suicide a week earlier. Officers spoke to Cremo and his parents, but the matter was handled by mental health professionals at the time. There was no law enforcement action to be taken. It was a mental health issue handled by those professionals. Really? So they know he had issues up top in the dome, and that's how Esau always uses these wind-up doll zombies, man, who ain't got going on in life, who want to go viral, who want to do something for their country, and then they go out there and wind them up and say, man, hey, go do something. You've had enough, haven't you? Go ahead. Or go give them a damn gun, and they say it's blanks in there, and before you know it, it's real bullets in there, and people's bodies just dropping. I mean, who knows? I'm not saying that that's what happened. But stranger things have happened, y'all. There was no law enforcement action to be taken. They said it was a mental health issue, so they have him on record as being mentally unstable. Family member reported that Cremo said he was going to kill everyone, and Cremo had a collection of knives. Covelli said the police responded to his residence. The police removed 16 knives, a dagger, and a sword. So they disarmed him. Here goes a beloved couple right here. You know, the parents of the beloved cross-dressing, you know, drag queen tranny going out trying to shoot up somebody. Well, maybe in the tranny. Let's just call him a drag queen. There's no probable cause to the arrest at the time because none of his relatives signed complaints regarding the incident. So they let him slide. And now you got his uncle talking about there was no warning signs. They're still covering up for this kid. How's that work out? You ask me. Who knows? What else do we got on here? There goes Fat Lion uncle right there. I want to see if they got on there. If I don't see it here, if I don't see it here, it might. Let me see. Want to see. Let's see. See, these are, I mean, I see them right here, but these aren't quote unquote reliable sources, but I've seen it from reliable sources, right? I just want to, before I go back and just click on that other link, I want to see, because it did just say that his dad helped him buy the AR even after he had issues, mental health issues, and police said he ain't even safe with no damn knives. So why the hell would Pops go and let him go buy AR? Why are they not being arrested, or why is he not being arrested for help facilitating to these murders, man? I mean, when you got the complexion for the connection, man, I guess it don't matter. Look at this. Robert Cremo's dad helped him buy guns even after he threatened to kill everyone in the family. And you wonder where the mental health issue comes from, man. When Pops is that damn stupid, I mean, what do you expect? Okay? So just wanted to look at that too, man. I ain't gonna spend too much time on this dude. There'll be more to talk about, man. Most I willing, we'll double back this Shabbat. We'll talk some more about this whole situation. But look at your girl, though, man. Look at your girl. Let's back her up. No, this is not Megan Thee Stallion. No, it's not Cardi B. Or whoever the ratchet broads of the week is. It's not City Girls. This is a so-called Negro woman, man, running for a damn political office in Rhode Island. And this is how she campaigned. Look at her.
Votes in her back.
Hold on. I meant to cut that off. This is what Democrats have to offer. Tiara Mack, Rhode Island Senate District 6, is an LGBTQ state senator twerking for your vote. Representation is nothing more than window dressing for a system wired to fail for black folks, man. And Rhode Island, man, is the smallest state in the country and has an even smaller black population, man. And this is how she stands up for our people. And it ain't for our people, man. You know, she out there with the LGBTQ HIV community, man. Look what they do. Here they are out here, you know, just wilding out in these streets, man, giving bad representations. Look at this in Sirach 26:25, man. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord, man. She is going to be counted as a dog, man. And you know what they call a female dog, right? Do I got to say it? I'm not going to say it. Y'all know what they call them female dogs. Shameless, man. Here she is, a damn senator. A damn senator trying to get endorsements and votes. And this is what she does to try to get votes, man. Doing tricks on her head, man, trying to make it clap. I mean, this is an embarrassment, man. This is an embarrassment. Just an embarrassment. Unbelievable. Vote Tiara Mack, huh? How about not? How about not, man? Let me see something real quick. Hold on. Oh, my bad. It's in Sirach. Yeah, 25. So look at this. Sirach 25:19, man. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. The Most High said, man, accumulate all manners of evil and wickedness, man. And it said that pales in comparison to the wickedness that a woman can bring to the table. Sisters, you're going to have to bear with me on this one. All right. You're going to have to bear with me on this one. Because right now, it's been some bad looks for our sisters out there. Oh, and mind you, let me double back too. Somebody, I did see a couple of different posts, and somebody else has shared something with me that acknowledged that whole McDonald's fiasco with that sister and that brother, that was a skit. That was a skit. That it wasn't real. Be that as it may, that skit came from a real perspective in life, which is why so many of us reacted to it, because it wasn't so far-fetched, so far out of the realms of understanding that this is real life nigga problems. I'm gonna just call it what it is. And they did a damn good job because they got me. They got me. I was heated, as y'all know. I went in on it last Sabbath, man, on DSTN 125. But yeah, so you know, the bubble got burst, man. It was fake, but like I said, nonetheless, it came from a real place, an identifiable place, man. That you know we can lock in with these curses, and we say, man, that ain't too far off, man. But the scriptures still say, man, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman, man. When you see this shameless dog, man, she out here shaking her cakes for votes. I mean, what's the next, man? If you can't stand up and actually hold intelligent conversations, you can't stand on the terms of understanding why and what you're doing in this political office. You've got a representation for your nation, for your people, for the sisters out there, man, for the youth. And this is what you're doing? This what you're doing, Tiara? This what it is? Come on, man. We got to do better, man. That's why I read the scripture before, man. Jeremiah 4:22, man. Our people is wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge, man. And that's what happens when you run around here trying to chase damn politics anyway. You ain't even supposed to be involving yourself in that madness, man. The game is rigged. You didn't get the word, Tierra Mac. That's why you out there, man, thonged out, trying to shake you, doing something strange for some change. Because you thinking what? You going to go in there and change the system? No, you represent everything evil of the system in itself. And how they represent black women. And where's the divested women at now, man? That's what y'all represent too? You willing to do anything to get on? Anything to be accepted? That's it in a nutshell, man. And then you seeing she's an LGBTQ HIV transformer representative. I ain't gonna say she's a Decepticon. I guess she's an Autobot. But that just lets you know their agenda and how they coming. The over-sexualization of children. The lascivious nature in which they go out there in these streets with the parades and the protests and the drag queens and the story times that they doing and the gay bars letting the kids in and throw ones at them and all the other madness, man. I mean, that just goes to show you, man. Sodom and Gomorrah, spiritual Sodom, as a spoken of in Revelation 8, is live and in effect, man. When you get these damn wannabe politicians, man, this is what they doing to get votes. Scriptures say, man, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Good Lord. But check this out in closing. Bill Gates' daughter, man, she got that fever. Where's my Stevie Wonder at, man? Do y'all remember that movie, man? I'm talking to you old heads out there. You remember that movie Jungle Fever? Dun, 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 dun. You remember that? Bill Gates got to be losing his damn mind, man. Hey, you know we in the last days, man. Got to be in the last days, man. Frankenstein Fauci, man, he's out there playing ball with Divock, and he got the rebound twice on him, and it's worse. The Most High is good, man. Frankenstein Fauci out there battling for rebounds, right? On the court with the Divock 91. And then Bill Gates' worst nightmare happens. While he's working on plans to depopulate and has a disdain for our people as he's been caught and kicked out of numerous melanated countries trying to bring his jab campaigns, poking up and experimenting on little African kids, poking up and experimenting on Israelite men, women, and children here. His father was on the board of Planned Parenthood, which was an organization formed into depopulating the black community. And guess who's coming to dinner, boss? Always the daughter, man, gonna go ahead and show Pops how she really feels about what's going on, man. So Bill Gates' daughter, there you see it, man. Yeah, you see raphouse.tv. Bill Gates' daughter posted with her boyfriend, now going viral on the internet. Look at these jakes, man. They talking about this generation. Approve this message, LOL. Get the bag, bro. I want his wife. No cap. I follow her and I'm Muslim. These jakes is freaking ridiculous, man. Look at it. Internet be racist. Hell, I swear. Bill Gates is racist. Whoever the hell that is. Whatever. Picture billionaire Bill Gates' daughter with her boyfriend going viral on social media, man. Here you go. You know. So Bill looking distressed over here, man. You know, he about to lose the last little bit of hair he got, man. You know. Last time we seen him, he was growing man boobs. He's in bad shape right now. You know, now you see why he done popped his head out, saying that we haven't seen the worst yet of that thing that's, you know, been threatening everybody's lives for the past couple of years. So this ain't gonna be good for the rest of us because he's gonna take this out on everybody. So Jake better get ready. Oh boy. So here we go, y'all. All praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, man. We done got through it. Episode 128. All praises, man. All praises, man. Hopefully everybody's well, man. Everybody's stuck in, rolled out the episode. You know what I'm saying? A little light work today. Just wanted to touch on a few things, man. Bring some more awareness to our people's vision and spirit. Knowing the times that we're in right now, man, we got to get it together. We got to get it together. You feel me? So I'm going to go ahead and close out there, man. Most High willing, I'll be back on the Sabbath. No Friday night lights this weekend. I'm going to let y'all sleep in. Sleep in, but get up. Get up Saturday. We locking in again. Most High permit. We locking in again for a live edition of Don't Shoot the Messenger. Until then, make sure you wipe your feet on the way out. If you haven't on the way in, make sure you wipe your feet on the way out. Always remember, fear the Most High, keep the commandments, and don't ever shoot your messenger.